friends, welcome to this week's card class. All right, so this week I wanted to make 3 cards that could be kind of springy cards, or could just be a card just for fun. I wanted to do a couple cards, well, one card that's kind of in a monochromatic tone, and then I have a couple other cards that I thought would just be kind of fun for, spring or, whatever occasion you might need it. So we're going to start with this fun little pink one. We are going to be using my new favorite ribbon, which I love so much. It's this giant pink rickrack. It is amazing. I love it so much. And then also I decided to, first off, I just have to say, this is a rather difficult shade of pink to try and match. I mean, I looked all over my shop and I just really couldn't find anything. So I ended up going with this kind of shimmery pink because in certain lights, it does pick up some of that tone of the color of the rickrack. So I decided to go with it. And then I also have this lightweight light pink. And then also this really fun mesh ribbon, which looks so cool on that background. It really makes it pop. So I decided to go with that today. So we're going to be doing a little monochromatic card here. So the very first thing we're going to do, I know it's no one's favorite thing in the world, is we're going to fussy cut out these cute little hearts. So there are 3 of them here. We're just going to fussy cut those. Now, if you happen to have watercolors or markers and you want to color those little hearts, feel free to do so. This is printed on a paper called Solar White, which is a type of watercolor paper. So it actually will hold watercolors really well if you decided that you wanted to add just a pop of color to those. I decided to leave them white because my card base is white and I wanted to have an element of white in the card, so then that way it would all make sense and it would all go together and be very cohesive. So here we go. So after you fussy cut those little parts there, and if you're up there like, I'm not really sure what fussy cut means, it just means to cut out. But I wanted to cut them out in a way where you could still see the cute little pattern around each of those little hearts because, you get 3 different ones and they're fun. So what we're going to do here is we're going to glue this lightweight pink down first. So I'm going to put double-sided tape on the back side. I generally put double-sided tape on all 4 sides just so I get an even adherence. And I'm going to put that on my pink paper, the dark pink there, and I'm going to give myself a little border, and I would say that it's about 1/16 of an inch border. And it's going to be on the top right and on the bottom. So it's very, very thin with a little sliver. Then in your kit, you should also have the twine. Hold on just a second. I got to go cut myself some twine. All right, I'm back. Hopefully your kits have the twine in there. So should make sure I double check that for everyone's kits. All right, so you have a yard of twine here. What we're going to do is we're going to fold that in half. Then this is where it gets a little weird, okay? On the back side of our paper here, I'm going to put double-sided tape just for the moment on the top and bottom, and this is going to help me kind of lock in this ribbon, okay? We're going to start at the bottom here, and I'm going to start at the bottom in the middle of this light pink paper. Then I'm going to wrap that. Actually, at this point, it might make sense to actually put a little bit of double-sided tape there just to hold that loop in place. I'm actually going to just cinch it together there because I don't want it to be apart on the card. I want it to be together to be the twine. I'm going to bring this up. It's in the middle. And I'm going to bring it around to the top. I'm going to kind of pull that tight. As I bring it around to the top and hold that in place, I'm going to put another piece of double-sided tape there, and that's, again, going to hold that twine down so it's not moving on me, okay? Now, the final thing is I'm going to come around, back down to the bottom where that loop is, and I'm going to come up one more time. So now I'm laying that here, and one more piece of double-sided tape just to lock it in, and then this is going to come up, and it's going to be on the front. I'm just going to leave it for the moment because we're going to come back to gluing this down momentarily. While I'm waiting to do that part, we're going to be adhering both of these other ribbons, okay? So what I'm going to do here, double-sided tape is going to go at the top and at the bottom. I know we already put some there, but it's important that that's very sticky. We're going to put the pink mesh on the far left side. I'm just going to stick it on here, so it's going to be flush against the edge there, bringing that around to the front. This is what we should currently be at, okay? I know the tendrils are down here on the bottom, and you have the mesh on the left. Bringing that back to the back side, and we're sticking it on the ribbon that's there. Or I'm sorry, onto the double-sided tape. We're sticking the ribbon onto the double-sided tape on the back. All right, we're gonna do one more. That's the giant rickrack. Again, this one's gonna go right here in the middle. So it's gonna be kind of breaking that line there between the mesh on the left and your light pink on the right. So this is gonna wrap around again to the back side and again to the back side. Okay, so that's all of the ribbons and twines are just sticking to the double-sided tape there. Okay, once you have those down, then I always put double-sided tape one more line of that on top of where all the ribbons are, and that is gonna lock those in place. I'm also gonna put double-sided tape on the left and right now. Again, all of this is on the back. Now I'm ready to adhere it to the front of my card base. So I have my white card base. I'm going to stick this on. There's going to be, I would say, about a 16th inch border on all four sides as we lay that down. Okay, so this is where we're at. So you have your pink border and you have all your different shades. This pink twine here matches actually really nicely with the larger rickrack. Hopefully you have the twine in your kits. I'm going to double check for those people that haven't picked up their kits yet. Make sure you guys have it in there, and if you are watching this and you're like, I do not have that twine, Ellie, please come back and I will get that for you, because it does match perfectly with the large rickrack, and it does make the most sense. Okay, so now we're going to put our 3 hearts in place. So in order to do this, what you're going to need is we're going to be putting our 3 hearts at the top, middle, and at the bottom. So we need to put a little bit of double-sided tape right here in the middle. If you wanted to add dimension at this point, you could also use a pop dot, and that would be really fun. So I've only put it in the middle there. I'm going to stick my twines to it. I'm going to put another piece there so my twines don't move. And then I'm going to take my heart and I'm going to stick that right here, right in the middle. All right, and now I'm going to put the other 2 hearts down. So we have one that's going to go on the bottom, and we have one more that's going to go at the top. All right. Now, I thought it would be really cute to kind of curl these little twines. If you don't want to curl them, that's okay. You don't have to. I like doing that because I think it's just kind of fun. So you're going to find like a small like a paintbrush, or like maybe like a skewer or something, and we're going to curl our little ends here. I got to go grab a little skewer. Okay, so now we're going to take our little, our skewer here, and we're going to wrap our twine all the way around that. And you see how I got it really close, and then we're going to push that together and pull out the skewer, and you have that cute little curl. And we're going to do the same thing one more time. So we wrap that around our skewer. Oh, other little curly, get out of there. Wrap our little twine around that. The waxed linen actually holds its shape beautifully, so it works wonderfully. And there you have our first little card. Isn't that so cute? I just love that. I love the little curly cues on the top there. I just thought that was really fun. All right, so there's our first card. On to the next one.